What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Codotonic Fishing. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do 3 different hacks. And if you can't hear, my son is actually thinking it's playtime when he should be asleep. But anyways, back to the main topic of the day. We are going to be doing 3 different fishing lure hacks that I have found that have been very, very useful. First of all, we're going to take this chatterbait. It's a Z-Man chatterbait. I'll post the link in the description below, and you can go check it out. I love these. As you seen in my last video, I caught the 5-pound bass on it, on this particular one. But there's a technique to it that I've learned that will actually allow you to be able to get deeper. And if you can see the blade, it is actually pretty well straight. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take a pair of pliers and you're going to bend it at the crest here, and you're going to bend it back towards the hook, and you're just going to work it. It's going to take some brute force and bend it just like that. Now what that's going to do is whenever the lure is going through the water, it's actually going to push that lure down to get you deeper. Now, particularly in late fall to winter time, a lot of bass move deeper. So that is very key, that you want to get deeper into the water. These usually go about 2 to 4 foot deep with the blade just straight. I've actually been able to get them anywhere between 5 and 6 feet deep, and sometimes deeper. That's hack number 1. I'll knock that over. Hack number 2, which really isn't a hack, but a lot of people throw it differently than I would. There's a right and wrong way for me. Wrong way, how to do this, is you hook it through it like this. Now the reason why I say this is the wrong way for me, personal preference, whatever. When it's going like this and the fish grab at it or strike at it, it's not going to hook them. As you can see, just by doing this, the hook isn't in the right position. So what we're going to do is you're going to take your thingamabob, I don't even know what you call this, but you can buy them at Bass Pro Shops, you can buy them on Amazon, and I'll post a link in the description below so that way you guys can be able to find them and buy them. But what you're going to do is you're going to take 2 of your O-rings and you're going to slide them up and slide your Stanko up and just pop them off. Now what that's going to do is that's going to form an X, which sometimes you have to do by hand and sometimes you don't. Sometimes they'll actually just pop into place for you. Now what you want to do is you want to take your hook and go on the top side here and come through the bottom like so, where basically that X is pretty much in the center of the hook gap, and that is going to be able to allow, whenever it's swimming in the water, when the fish grab, I hooked myself. When the fish grab, they'll actually get hooked. That is hack number 2, the right and wrong way to fish a Stanko. Hack number 3 is little Squidward frog here. I don't know why Lunker Hunt came up with this design. I absolutely hate it. Some people like it. I don't know how they like it. I just absolutely hate it. But I'm going to modify it and show you how to do that. What you're going to do is you're going to take the legs and pop them out just like so. Well, that didn't work out very well. That broke off. There you go. Got the old plug out. Now it's going to look like this. Now, for this small of a frog, I'm only going to use half. I'm only going to use half of these, half of the skirt. So what you're going to do you're going to take your skirt, lay it there, and then you're going to take some fishing line. I'm just using braided line because it's what I've got in front of me right now. And cut you off a little piece. Nothing big, nothing fancy, just a little piece. Now, what you're going to do is you're just going to tie a simple overhand knot through this little, I made this, and it's an old rusted hook. You're just going to cut the hook part of it off, and you're just going to tie a simple overhand knot. I'm going to double up on it. Now you're going to take your skirt, since I'm only going to use half, I'm going to take it and basically just do the same thing and do an overhand knot on it. You don't have to do anything fancy because you're going to be cutting it off anyways. So what you're going to do is you're going to just thread it through where the frog leg holes are. Like so. Well, make another knot just to be on the safe side. Like so. I'll pull it all through, just like that. Going to cut off the line. And there you have it. Simple frog legs for it. What you're going to do now is you're actually going to take some super glue. This is the gel super glue. I'd recommend getting this because it's a lot more sustainable in water. Like I said, I would take the super glue gel, and it's a lot more sustainable and a lot more resistant to water. And you're just going to put a couple dabs around the edge to keep it locked into place, so that way you don't lose the skirting. And then what you're going to do is, I always like to trim my frog legs just a little bit shorter than the body. That's pretty typical for what a frog would actually look like. So, and there you have it, a nice juicy looking frog. Those are the 3 hacks. If you guys enjoyed it, I'm sorry for the late upload and the loudness of my son. He just absolutely thinks it's playtime and wants to play with daddy. So I'm gonna get off here, play with him, and if you guys like these videos, just leave a comment down below, hit that like button and subscribe. See you later.